of them. And um, the other thing is that Iran is starting to really flex their seaworthy legs and muscle by sending some of their ships out into the open sea. What is that about? Do you think that they are really pushing the limits and really testing him and the U.S. military right now? Yes, the Ronald Reagan. Are they targeting the Reagan? Because the Chinese were their subs were shadowing the Reagan for miles. Yeah, that is, when I read and heard about the Chinese following the Reagan and then uh, the Russian bombers that came so close to the Reagan later on that they actually had to scramble some jets out there. That was pretty heavy. And then today we learned that right now we actually only have five carriers afloat ready to do battle. I mean, we're down to 10 as it is, but now there's only five because four or five of them are in for repairs and they're not battle ready. So what? I mean, this is something that's never happened before. Yeah, some European nations, and Europe is very famous for in many of the countries being very difficult for the citizen to own a firearm. And there's pressure now in a lot of these countries that have very stringent personal firearms laws, that the people are actually pressing to get them, and they can't either find them, or they're pressing their government to make changes in the laws so they can get them. It is kind of scary when you're looking at one particular German town of about 100 people is going to have about 750 of these refugees staying in their town. Do you want to talk about occupying? That seems to be an occupation to me. Now, the Chinese have also been making other moves. We know what they're doing in the South China Sea, and we had a very weak response to that, sending that one ship, as you mentioned. But they're also now, what it seems to be, the U.S. is accusing, our government is accusing them of buying Hezbollah drones, military drones. Why would you do that and give that to? Why would China do that for Hezbollah? I didn't realize that they were allies. Yeah, and so that really puts a spin on things that makes us look very bad. It puts us in a very bad light. Um, Lastly, Colonel, the VA. Now, they've been trying to get the VA. They've had to subpoena certain people in the VA in order to actually come and testify, and they're not willing to do it. But it looks like there's some fraud going on there in the form of about $2.5 million worth of fraud in these moving type of schemes that they've been pulling. And yet we have the VA that is now, we've got longer waiting lists now than we ever had in the VA before. So things are actually getting worse, not better. Well, I'm really upset about what they're doing with the VA administration. I have personal experience with that with my father, but it's a shame that some 307 now, more than 310,000 veterans have passed away waiting for medical coverage, and it doesn't looks like it's ending anytime soon. One more question, and I'm not sure if you're going to be comfortable answering this, but do you think that there is a particular candidate right now that you think would be best on national defense? Well, you don't even think that Trump would be the big guy on the defense side, because he's the one that's probably being the most bombastic about the military right now. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know that one. Well, Colonel, I know you got to run. It has been a pleasure again, as usual, speaking to you, sir. And hopefully, the next time we speak, there will be no high tech hiccup. We got it done. Thank you very much for joining me, Colonel, and look forward to speaking with you again. Have a great day. Bye bye. Well, folks, I hope you got to hear it. I know that things were cutting in and out for a while. I will see if I've been trying to record it, so hopefully the thing got recorded so I can actually put the whole uninterrupted, unbleeping interview with the Colonel on the website. I don't know what it is about. I'm sitting here just starting to talk, and all of a sudden the computer goes Huey, kablooey. I don't. Literally, I wasn't touching anything, and he cut out. I cut out. Things cut out. I guess that's what they do when you with technology, right? When you have technology that, I don't know. Maybe I've always been a little bit facetious about the whole notion that maybe there's somebody out there trying to sabotage my program, and I've always been kidding about that. But now I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm sitting here watching it firsthand that systems changed while I was on the air, and I didn't touch the computer. So I don't know if the computer's got its own mind now or something actually really strange. It is, no, it's no longer Halloween, so I can't say what the issue is. It is what it is. But in any case, folks, you know what? We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty.